So this morning, again, I've been rooting through the boxes, and we're still in 1975. We're still in Britain, and this is one of my favourite records by this band, if not the absolute favourite. I'm talking about Minstrel in the Gallery, Jethro Tull, from 1975. I always felt that particular sleeve needed a little bit of colour to it, but you know, it is what it is. As I say, 1975, it's the 8th LP from the band. I didn't know they'd done that many by then, but yeah, they've done 8 records by then, 8 releases. As I say, it's one of my favourites. I like the kind of, particularly side 2, it's got such a happy, breezy nature to it. Although, once you actually read about the recording, you would be surprised, because apparently Ian Anderson was, how should we say, not in a good place for a lot of the recording, even though the band were in a cracking place. The band were in Monte Carlo, but Ian felt that they were treating it as a holiday, not just work. He was even appalled by the locals, who he felt were bone idle, and I think he said obscene. But yeah, so he took it very seriously, the recording process, but it doesn't show. It doesn't show at all. So what do we have? I think this is a very happy, upbeat record. I think that's why I like it. Very English as well. It takes you on a very English journey. Who's in the band? We have Ian Anderson, Martin Barr, John Evan, Jeffrey Hammond, and Barrymore Barlow. The drummer, of course, the well-known Jethro Tull drummer. Side 1 kicks off with the title track, which is absolutely phenomenal. The drumming on that by Barrymore Barlow is just a sensation. It's heavy metal drumming. It's heavy metal drumming. It really is. It's thunderous, absolutely thunderous. What a great drummer. Then we have Cold Wind to Valhalla, which is a more relaxed number, but still superb. Then Black Satin Dancer, which is a similar in it's a similar kind of air to it. It's, you know, nothing too powerful. It has its powerful moments. Martin Barr's particularly good on that one, with his riffs. Then the tour de force, side 2 of this record is possibly my favourite side of music of all time. We have One White Duck, which is just superb. We have Baker Street Muse. Now that's a long song. It's 15-20 minutes long. It almost takes up the whole side, and it's just phenomenal. As I say, it takes you on a journey through England. It has to be heard to be believed. Ian's singing on that. In fact, Ian's singing on this record in total is really some of the best vocal performances I think he's ever done. I miss that Ian Anderson. Obviously he can't do it anymore, but not as well. But I miss that. One of the greatest voices in rock when he was at that level. To me, he was one of the greatest voices in rock. Absolutely superb. I can't say enough about Baker Street Muse. It's just brilliant. If you haven't heard it, just listen to that alone. It's just wonderful. It takes you on, as I say, a crazy, amusing English journey. That's the best way I can put it. And then it finishes with Grace, which again shows, it's just a tiny little piece, but again it shows Ian at his vocal best. This side is probably the main reason why this record is one of my favourites, if not my favourites, by Jethro Tull. Absolutely superb. Superb performance by everybody, but in particular, Ian's vocals really stand out to me on this. Production is superb. As you would expect from a band like that. The critics didn't like it, which surprises me, although maybe I shouldn't be surprised because they don't know what they're talking about, do they? But the critics didn't like it. Not until later years, when it was reissued, then they started to understand the brilliance of this record. But when it first came out in 1975, those people apparently in the know snubbed it. So, what can you say? As far as chart performance goes, I have a memory that it did better in America than Britain. Let's have a look. Yes, it did. I don't know why. So over here, in the UK, it got to number 20, which is not bad, top 20. But in America, it got to number 7. So the Americans got it, even if some people in Britain didn't. But overall, to me, this represents Jethro Tull at their whimsical, progressive, English best. Absolutely superb. So it's Jethro Tull, Minstrel in the Gallery, from 1975.